Kakinhon menteri nega cabinet jongka Sorkar MDA haga Jylang ka balalong mentagasngi kalarai banya chakmat ban pinjari ka Code of Criminal Procedure CRPC bat ka Civil Procedure Code CPC habaro ka wega Jylla hadin ba ka Sorkar kala pinyaklan jaka board jongka kashari lania judiciary bat ka board Sorkar nega executive katkum ka subsection 2 jongka section 1 ka Code of Criminal Procedure shihajar khandai spa nyu pulai bat ka Civil Procedure Code CPC shihajar kendai spa phra Menteri rangba ke Jylla konat ki sangma ulo ongba baro ki kam jong ki kashari ka district court tatkum ka rules shoka administration of justice and police Khasi Jaintia Hills bat Garo Hills kin ha kendon jong ka Code of Criminal Procedure shihajar kendai spa nyu pulai ulo ongba ka Sorkar kala rai ban pinjari ya kine ki artri ki an hadin balayo ya ka jingpynjari na ki district council halor ga ni ka benta henry ha ka jo ka por ulo ongru ba ka board jong ki kashari ka district council court kin beteng mantre ya ka benta katkum ka paragraph saw batsan ka 6 schedule ka riti senshar kari India Menteri rangba ka Jylla konat ki sangma ulo ongba kanum donjo ka jing artatin hakabede bat ka jing petrekam ya ka CRPC bat ka CPC hakaba ulo ongru bagi district council ki sngo syaptien balakni no ya ka bor ka jongki ban nakaliang ka Sorkar kala ban pinshai bakam de satya ban kini ya ka bor jongki ADC namar kala ai bor haka 6 schedule baya ka ka bala ban Mynjur ha parliament omla ban pin kala da ka Sorkar Jylla
issuance of the CRPC and the CPC. And in that regard, after detailed consultation with all the district councils, as the district councils had raised some concerns, we had a meeting about a week back and we had asked them for their written comments. And accordingly, the Jaintia Hills and the Khasi Hills had written back. And also we had got a verbal communication from Garo Hills. And after clarifying all the concerns that they had, we have gone ahead today to clear the notification. And the language reads as follows. In pursuance of full separation of judiciary from the executive and in exercise of the powers conferred in proviso to subsection 2 of section 1 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, Act 2 of 1974, the Governor of Meghalaya is pleased to apply the provisions of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 to the courts in the state of Meghalaya. Full stop. The District Council courts shall continue to derive powers under para 4 and 5 of the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. The Governor of Meghalaya further directs that notwithstanding such application, all actions taken by the district courts throughout Meghalaya under the rules for the administration of justice and police in the Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills 1937 and the rules of administration of justice and police in Garo Hills 1937 shall deemed to have been taken under the relevant provisions of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. And similarly for the Code of Civil Procedure 1908, only that particular part has been changed. Otherwise, the rest of the notification, the body of the notification remains the same. The interest or the concerns of the district councils was that their powers are being taken away. And we have clarified to them that there is no question of them taking away the powers because under para 4 and 5, it's already of the 6th schedule, it has already been mentioned out there. So the powers that have been conferred by the parliament cannot be simply removed here at the cabinet level. So obviously there is no question of the district council's powers being diluted in any way. The question was always very simple, that we had the ADCs who were judiciary ADCs who used to exercise power and take up cases in the district level. And now that there are no longer ADC judiciary because now they are judicial magistrates, the judicial magistrates could not draw their power from any particular law or any particular source or any particular rule was not there. So hence they had to draw their power from some provisions, and they had to be given that power. So hence, what the ADC's judiciaries used to do before, the magistrates are going to continue doing that. That's all, the judicial magistrates. But as I said, as per law, they have to draw their power from somewhere. And this notification is only simply allowing them to draw that power, a power which was always exercised by the ADC judiciary in the past, when the division between or separation between the judiciary and executive was not there. But now the separation is there. So the judiciary, which is the judicial magistrates, will do the functioning of the ADC judiciary, but they will draw their power based on this notification now.
Hakawai kaliang ka kinhon menteri kalam Mynjur ka Meghalaya roadway bill 2024 ban on rano ban yo ka jingpynjari hapo ka yeng dor bar thamai ya ka roadway on sedang na du ulum Shillong lani Shillong peak haka jingmang pisa ka balong shispa saupo klur lemba ka New Development Bank. Menteri rang ba ka Jylla ulo ong ba nagabenda ka niga project on sedang ban khotno ya ka tender hapo khatsan hado lai posngi ban wan. Ulo ang ba kaniga bill kan pinwandur na dong sadong kumno ban penya yaki roadway na do gijing batay kumno ban sna bat bandon ga jing sngan yaki nong jongo agay bat yaki nong song snong habak kili ukon rar ulo ang ba ka Sorkar kadang pan krea ban buru yaki cable cars naga benta ban pinkuloid haka late kawan.
Working on the tourist ropeway project for Shillong and other parts of the state for almost 2 years now. And we've faced a large number of hurdles, be it clearances, be it finance, be it legislations that had to be done. So basically, this process has taken us a long time, but we are now finally at the point where we have taken the necessary permissions from everywhere. We have finalized the locations. We have got all the now the act also will be passed in the bill will be passed and will become an act in the assembly. And as I said, tendering process also after that in the next 15 to 20 days will take place. So all this is happening in terms of the tourism aspect. The aspect that you're mentioning about is regarding for commuters and whether we can have ropeways for public transportation. That of course is also in our radar, but the planning and implementation for that is much more larger and much more complicated. It's not a very simple project. But definitely in the long run, it will help us to ease the traffic, and definitely it's an option that we will explore. But for the immediate, we have come out with this particular Meghalaya Ropeway Bill 2022, starting with the tourism part, and slowly we'll expand this and incorporate other parts of urban transportation, even for goods transportation, and all other forms of ropeways that may be required in the future. But as of now, it's mainly for the purpose for tourism.